What is up? What is up, legends? How are we doing today? This is how to get out of bronze in Apex Legends Season 10. What is up, legends? Let's get straight into this today. With number 1, we are starting off with the most important thing that I feel like you guys need to know of getting out of bronze, just starting out into Apex Legends. A lot of you might be new, some of you might have just not touched rank at all, but let me go ahead and break it down. Number 1, do not hot drop. Do not hot drop. This is not pubs. As a new player to rank, you want to maximize the amount of RP you get. Even if you are good and you have great aim, man, like, the odds are still against you. You will not find the loot and you will not win all of your fights off a drop. The best thing to do here, do not land hot. Find another position on the map where you and your friends are okay with dropping. You can even land next to the hot zone and then push to the hot zone right afterwards. But I would not hot drop immediately. There's no point. You're going to immediately get sent back to the lobby and you're not gaining any RP there. Instead, like I said beforehand, drop next to the hot drop and you'll more than likely survive and win the gunfights coming up. Now, on to number 2. Pick the right legend to help your team. I feel like this one is kind of depending on the person and the people that you play with. If you're playing solo, then you want to pick the person, someone who you're comfortable with, you know, someone that you feel that you're extremely good with. That way it doesn't necessarily matter what the other team plays, because with randoms, they're going to choose whoever they want, whoever they just want to play at the time. So you might not have the same team synergy. Pick the character that you are best with, and with that, go from there. If you do have a team though, the best thing to do is pick someone that will help the team with your playstyle. It's best to conversate with your team and go ahead to see the playstyles from everyone, or tell each other your playstyles. If someone is more aggressive, if someone is more laid back. Some people like being in the back instead of being right up in the front fighting, might use snipers or just medium range weapons. After you end up learning and figuring out everyone's playstyle, it's best to choose what will help the team the best. Number 3, play around your team. Number 3 is extremely important because it's way easier to 3v1 or 3v2 a team, way easier than it is to 1v3 a team. Don't get me wrong, it definitely can be done. You can win the fight. It's just way less likely at this level. I recommend that you work with your team, stay close to them within 30 seconds. That way, if anything pops off, you guys can be right there for the action, instead of the person get killed off and then now you guys gotta run a minute later, and then, you know, now you're just catching up and the team is already dead, or the person is already dead, and now it's a 2v3. Way easier to play around your team, and it will benefit everyone. Number 4, don't overloot. Number 4 is also extremely important because a lot of times, especially at this level, I see a lot of people overloot, and they do not either get into the gunfight while the gunfights are happening, or they die off immediately with all of the loot that they had, basically bringing the loot to the next person. Before and after gunfights, you got to keep in mind that you shouldn't spend too much time looting. You'll miss a lot of fights and get third party real easy while sitting around and looting. They'll easily pull up, poke a lot of damage, and if not, get a down on a person that's not paying attention, trying to figure out which item they should get, if they should hold this grenade, if they should get this shield battery, shield cell, or etc. Make sure you pay attention and do not overloot. Number 5, Learn to use all the weapons. Number 5 is a really good one because you want to know you can use any weapon you grab off of the ground, and you won't always get your favorite weapon off a drop. So that way, if anything does occur and you don't have your favorite weapon off drop, you're able to deal damage, and if not, get that kill immediately, being that you have knowledge of how to use multiple weapons besides just your favorite one. I recommend going to the training session and practicing all of the weapons inside of the training area. It gives you a little bit of time to get familiarized with the recoil of each weapon, as well as the pattern of each way each gun shoots, because every weapon in this game shoots differently. Definitely something you should check out, and make sure you learn all the weapons in this game. It will help you in the long run. Number 6, learn the map rotating in the circle. Number 6 is another good one. You can definitely get a lot of RP points just from knowing where the map is going to be, rotating early, and adjusting to the circle if you don't have a recon character to see the circle is going to be early. You can get someone that has a recon ability to see where the circle will be and position yourselves correctly according to the ring. I recommend getting Bloodhound, Seer, or Pathfinder, as these characters easily can maneuver, check their surroundings, more than likely will not be pushed too often if they're alone by themselves. Seer has the ability to check his surroundings, so really if you're using Seer, you shouldn't be pushed too often, at least not by yourself. Bloodhound, he has the ability to scan. He can scan right before he hits the beacon. And Pathfinder, the reason he's extremely good when he hits the beacon is he get his ultimate after hitting the beacon, and I believe he can hit it 2 times every circle, so getting his ultimate 2 times a circle. Number 7, positioning in a fight. I recommend when positioning in a fight, you get to the high ground. A lot of people in a fight, they tend to fight in the open and they're not using their cover. Then they complain that their team didn't help, or they did a lot of damage, but they lose overall in the gunfight because you can't hide from the bullets. Unless you one-clip them, you should not be in the open. No matter if you're positioning yourself behind a rock, crouched down behind a loot crate, or hiding around a building, or anything that can hide your body. If you're alone in a fight, you should not really take that fight. You should rotate to where your 2 teammates are on the other side of the map, or wherever the 2 teammates may be positioned, and don't fight until you're with your team. Be with your team when you go to push a fight. Don't try to be Rambo in rank. That's just a quick way to go back to the loading screen real fast, and no one wants to be sitting on the loading screen after something they know they easily could have won. Number 8, armor swap. This one for bronze players is a definitely neat trick that you guys should try out and use as much as possible. This one is simple. Switch out your armor when you have armor on the ground or in the death box. It will most times be full when you switch, and it will give you the extra health you need to survive and win the gunfight. Number 9, don't fight in the ring. If you can avoid it, do not fight in the ring. This one is kind of self-explanatory, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but try to avoid fights in the ring as much as possible. Also, if you make it to the ring, you can take out anyone that's coming in from the ring late, known also as edge guarding or ring blocking. You can poke or get easy knocks for teams that are rotating or coming in from the ring length. So I recommend you don't be one of these people. Number 10. I think this is the most important one on this list, and I feel it will benefit you guys the most. So go ahead and pay attention right now. Follow me on my social medias. Listen, you need to go ahead and follow me everywhere. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Instagram. And I have a Facebook page as well. Links will be in the description down below. But right now, go ahead, use your mouse, use your finger, and test out your aim. You need to get your aim up right now. So click that subscribe button. I need you to see you do it. And listen, how are you going to get better in Apex if you can't even hit that subscribe button right now? Come on guys, I'm trying to help you. And lastly, a special hidden tip that I have to give to you guys that will make this video complete. Give great call out. That is the most important thing on this list that you guys really need to do in order to get better in Apex Legends. You need to give great call outs. And this will help you get out of bronze, this will help you get out of silver, and so on and so forth. You need to give great call outs. No matter if you're on mic or off mic, you need to give the best call outs in every situation. Use effective pings. If you're not using a mic, you can ping everything. Ping everything that you do. Ping if you're going somewhere, defending, attacking. For people using a mic, call out how much damage you do. Call out literally where you're going. Call out if you're moving away from the team. People do not recognize. Some people don't look at the minimap. Help your team as much as possible. When you do use call outs with a mic, I say it's best to call out how much damage you did to someone. Focus on the person that you did damage to and tell the people to focus on the person that you did damage to, and you'll more than likely win more gunfights. Let people know when you're moving, and a lot of people will thank you. And you won't more than likely a lot of times going it alone. You'll have your team, and when it's time to fight or an unexpected team comes by, you don't want to get third party when you're just by yourself and be the reason that your teams lose. Other than that, that is everything on the list. I appreciate you guys making it all the way to the end of the video. Be sure to drop me a follow. If you missed the subscribe button the first time, I'm giving you a second chance to get your aim up. Go ahead and click it now. Follow the other social medias, and there's more content to come. I appreciate everyone for watching, and you guys take it easy. Peace.